I'm Amy Bolsters, the Floral Coach, and I teach floral designers how to create artful floral designs with confidence and efficiency. I'm so thrilled to be a part of the Mayesh Design Star program this year for 2021, November and December. In this video, I'm going to be focusing on a topic near and dear to my heart, mindset and limiting beliefs. So a limiting belief is a thought or opinion that we think is an absolute truth. And oftentimes, these beliefs that we have about ourselves and about our work with flowers is subtle. Sometimes we're not even aware of the things that we say to ourselves or the beliefs that we have. Getting a handle of my limiting beliefs, understanding what they were and dealing with them was so pivotal in my floral design journey. So I want to talk to you a little bit about what limiting beliefs are, how they affected my business, and what I did about it. So I started designing flowers in 2001. I went to floral design school. I worked under incredible designers and mentors, ran retail shops, and worked as a professional freelancer. Even though I accomplished a lot of goals that I had set out in my floral design career, there was often this nagging voice that I had. I found that I would be making a flower arrangement, and I would hear myself say things like, "This isn't any good. Why would they choose me? There's so many other good florists out there. I'm not allowed to use that kind of flower. I'm not allowed to do that kind of design. I need to stay safe in my lane and do what I do." Really, this is a limiting belief because I believed that I didn't have enough value, that I wasn't worth exploring different mediums and different ways to do floral design. Those other people were allowed to do that. This held me back creatively for years. I would not take risks in my work, and I continued to plateau, making the same thing over and over and over. When I share these stories, often I'm met with surprise, as I've accomplished a lot over my floral career. Many designers are surprised to hear that limiting beliefs have been a huge part of my story. The beliefs that we hold have very real-life consequences in our business. And then what happens is we become, and our work becomes, a self-fulfilling prophecy. For example, if I say that nobody is going to pay for this, the way I charge, the way I work, the way I overstuff orders and overfill everything is going to kill my profitability. It's also not going to allow people to value what I do if I'm constantly giving discounts or undervaluing my own work. This can sabotage the financials of an entire business. So you can see that a limiting belief has real life consequences. So what do we do when we realize that we're speaking this way to ourselves, that we're believing these absolute truths about our work with flowers? Is really the first step is to bring a curiosity and an awareness to it. Just simply being aware has helped me reorient and reframe how I speak to myself. When I feel this sort of inner critic bubble up, instead of saying, "God, I can't believe we're right back here again," what I'll say to myself is, "You must be doing something new," or "You must be doing something that requires courage or bravery. You're trying something new. You're putting a new price out there. You're asking for something you haven't asked for before." Just allowing myself to observe allows me to treat myself with more compassion instead of judgment. So the second thing that I do when I hear that inner critic pop up is that I combat that statement with a different alternate truth. Let me give you an example. Nobody is going to pay for this. Who do you think you are? Maybe as you send out a proposal. When I hear myself say that, I will immediately combat that statement by saying the opposite. So I will say, "Wow, I bet there are so many people that would love to pay for this. In fact, there are probably so many people that would be thrilled to have this beautiful design at their wedding or event." I'll give you another example. When I make a mistake, I very quickly want to tell myself, "See, you're no good at this." But instead, what I will say is, "Wow, you learned something really valuable today." You can see that the shift here, the reframe, is really quite powerful. It reframes what I'm choosing to believe about the situation. I'm not a victim to it. I have a choice to believe something differently. That was transformative for my work, for my business, for my relationships. And guess what happened? My flowers got better. My designs got better. I started making more money. I started having better boundaries with myself and with others around my work and what I was willing to do and not do. You can see that as we reframe things, it shifts the whole energy of our statements. And this is like a muscle. It's like exercise. We don't do it once and then we have a strong body. This is required over and over and over to change these neural pathways in our brain and the things that we hold on to in our very bodies to say, I'm going to rewire what I think about myself. This change is scary. I think we hold on to limiting beliefs often like security blankets. They're serving something for us. And it takes a lot of courage to look them square in the face and say, you don't serve me anymore, and I'm going to make a change to this. What I wanted to demonstrate for you in this video is to first let you know that you're not alone if you've certainly struggled with this. In fact, maybe many of your own flower idols or your flower celebrities that you love are also dealing with these things. So you're not alone no matter where you're on your flower journey. If you're new to the flower journey, oftentimes designers feel like they don't know enough, that they're not good enough, and that nobody will pay for their work. Oftentimes on the reverse, you have more established designers who feel like they're lacking relevance, who are aging out, who aren't trendy enough. We all have different fears. So dealing with them head on, reframing these limiting beliefs into more positive, encouraging, supportive language of how we speak to ourselves about our work will shift your work, your energy, and hopefully even the relationships of the people in your shops or studios, the people around you. I hope this video has been an encouragement to you. I hope it's given you some techniques and ideas, ways to deal with limiting beliefs in your creative work with flowers.